Hey guys, I am Tom from the Geek Culture Podcast at geekculturepodcast.com. Welcome to our YouTube page. Today we are going to be reviewing a new product, a new company called Comic Bento, as you guys can see there. They are a subscription service comic delivery box. So if you guys are familiar with Loot Crate or any of those subscription-based service box nerd things, this is one that strictly sends you graphic novels. And as you can see, we have quite a few to open. We're going to open a couple right now in this short review, tell you guys a little bit about the comics and who writes them, so you guys can check them out. And then at the end of the video, we're going to give you guys a code for $5 off your first box. So stick around. So this is the thing about this box. They're hardy. As you guys can see, there's a couple of holes in the ones that I did receive. But upon opening, you will notice that nothing is hurt because these boxes are tracked, which is awesome. They will send you a tracking for them. And they're also very, very protected due to these air cushions and stuff that they pack these comics in. So your random lot of comics does come sealed, now vacuum sealed in these bags. And the first one right on the top is pretty awesome, as you guys can see. If you're big comic nerds, this product is definitely the way to go, just to get your foot in the door with some new books without spending all your money on story arcs. So this is the first book I'm going to show you guys is Captain Marvel, as you guys can see here. Higher, Further, Faster, More. DeConnick and Lopez from Marvel Now. Now this book right here has a U.S. MSRP of $17.99, so that's pretty awesome. The comic is just gorgeous. Now you're buying new books, so I mean you get exactly what you would be buying for off the shelf. I'm trying to show you guys on the sides right here that all the comics you get are number one in series. So the next book that I'm going to pick up is The Green Hornet. And this is Mark Waid, Daniel Indro, Rosalind Fear. It's by Dynamite, Volume 1, The Bully Pulpit, which is pretty awesome. MSRP on this guy is $19.99. So guys, we're killing it already. You already got your worth on these two graphic novels, but there are still two more. And this is kind of cool. I did learn that they will continue to send you... now, they're not in this box, but there is a company that Comic Bento has their own exclusive comics for. And if you're lucky enough, you get one of those. This is Omega Rising Harbinger, which I've never heard of, but it's so cool to just get these random books and you have a better idea of what you're getting. MSRP on this guy is $9.99. And it's by Valiant, so it's kind of cool. They're kind of throwing you across the spectrum with all these books. And I believe the last one is Orchid, right? Yes, it is Orchid. Tom Morello, which is crazy. Scott Hepburn and Dan Jackson. The MSRP on this book is $17.99. This is a Dark Horse book. It is gorgeous in the inside. I have not read it yet, but this one is actually next on my to-read list. We constantly put up reviews of the books we do receive from Comic Bento on geekculturepodcast.com under our review tab, so make sure you guys swing out that way and check it out. Now I'm going to open yet another book. This one you can see has Mist written across the side. Now they just started doing themed bentos, so that's pretty awesome. So this one was Mist, which I can't really figure it out. But then again, I've only read one book out of this thus far, and that's the first one you guys are looking at right now. If you want to read my review of Rabbids, the first chapter, I guess is what it's called, you guys can go to geekculturepodcast.com, and I'll tell you exactly what I think of that book. So this one's kind of cool either way. As you can see, there's quite a few books here, but I wasn't a fan of the first one. I feel like it's more of a gimme. It's one that you would give to a little kid. But, I mean, it is a comic book, and I know a little bit more about the story and what these characters are now. The MSRP on this guy is $7.99, so ballin'. I mean, it's a thin book, and it's really, really quick. It's a really super quick read because it's almost no words, and most of the words are noises that come out of these things. But either way, it's still cool to have if you are into the comic collecting. The graphic novel collection is slowly growing. Next is Miss Fury, which I've never heard of. This is a Dynamite novel. I also... so the MSRP on this guy is $19.99. Original pulp heroine returns. I don't know who wrote this, though. But the inside of this is absolutely gorgeous, too. You're not getting makeshift books, but these collection books are insane, too, because they have special things. Oh, we're on to our next one. I believe the next one was Shadow Man, right? Shadow Man. Okay, sorry, guys. Birthright Shadow Man by Valiant. It's Justin Jordan, Patrick Zichter, and Brian Reber. The MSRP on this guy is $9.99. So, boom, I already have 2 Valiant books in my collection, and they're both pretty awesome. Next is Beyond the Wall, another book that I've never heard of, by Gordon Pusell, or Moose. I don't know what that is. This isn't really my style, but it's an IDW book. I've never heard of it. 3rd century AD, Romans book. The MSRP on this one is $17.99. And lastly, this guy is a monster. He is so cool. I'm really pumped to read this. This is the Judge Dredd Mega City Masters 03 book. Ton of artists in this guy too. Tons of extras in this book too. MSRP on this guy is $19.99. One of my favorite characters ever. Actually, one of my favorite cosplays to see is Judge Dredd. So this book is a monster. And I was really happy to get this one in my second open bento. So I'm going to show you guys the giant spread right here. And we're going to talk a little bit more right before we wrap up about how you guys can check out. So look at all these books, guys. This is definitely a sweet investment. So here it is. Guys, if you go to Comic Bento and type in referral code Geek Culture, you'll get $5 off your first box or your first bento. And guys, tag us on Instagram of the comics that you guys get. Let us know what comics you want us to review on geekculturepodcast.com. You guys can find us on Twitter at Geek Cult Podcast, Instagram at Geek Culture Podcast. We are also, obviously, as a podcast on Twitter. Oh my God, we're on Instagram. Oh my God, we're on iTunes and Stitcher, and you guys can download us there for free and leave a review if you like. Make sure you guys subscribe here too. There's a bunch of stuff you can do to help us out. All right, and with that, I will leave you guys. Thank you so much for checking us out. Give us a like. And subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you guys next time. Tons more bentos to open, and we'll do that soon. Peace.